So a false start is not a penalty, it is the warning before the penalty. A lot of times, whenever newer skaters hear this, they think they've gotten a penalty and skate off the track and start heading to the box. And like the officials will direct them back into play. So, what should actually happen is the officials are watching the jammer line in this case. The jammer should be behind the line, and everyone else should be in front of the line. If someone's wheels are on or over the line, you can give the warning of skaters watch the line, and hopefully everyone moves out the way. Sometimes you don't have enough time, or they don't move enough to get off the line. So what you do is you will blow the whistle, say red 4-4 false start. Ideally arm up. So red 4-4 false start. They're going to yield their position and stop. Let everyone around them have a chance to move and gain position. I usually give like 2 beats. So false start, 1, 2. Yielded. And then they are allowed to continue playing. If they don't stop, you can yell it again, and hopefully they'll stop. Ideally, you can give them, 2, maybe 3 if you're able to get it out quick. False starts. But if they are impacting play enough, it is still going to be a penalty then. So your false start is your warning to give them a chance to yield and give up position. If they don't yield, then it turns into illegal position, which would be another whistle, red 4-4, illegal position, over the line. And then they would go. But as long as they yield, give up position, and let anyone else have a chance to get by them, then there is no penalty. You let them know they have yielded, and then they continue playing. It's not a penalty. It is the warning before the penalty. So a lot of newer skaters don't realize it's not a penalty, and they just leave the track. If they leave the track, motion them back on, and then they can just continue, because they've completely yielded now. But they do need to come in behind everyone because they did leave track. So if you are on the jammer line, jammer behind, everyone else in front, the pivot line is different because the pivots are allowed to touch that line. So if the pivots are touching the line, then we go off of the center of their hips, and everyone has to be behind that. Even like their own team, they all need to be behind it. If they're over the line, it's still a false start. And you would still give them the false start warning. If the pivot is confused as to why they got called for a false start, usually if you just let them know that they were over the line, they're fine with it, and it's fine. A lot of times it just means they're further over than they thought. I will say it is any amount on or over when we're looking at the line. So it just has to be touching. If they're on their toe stops, it can be over top because it's not touching. It's whenever that wheel is physically on the line, even if it's just a little bit, it is considered that.